Hey, Coach. What went into the substitution pattern in the second half? Like they played the entire fourth quarter. Well, not the entire fourth quarter, but the starters. And in the first half, there were quick substitutions. Were you just saving the starters for the fourth quarter, or just having let's take them home basically?
Are you saying in the third quarter? What
Fourth quarter, the starters played nearly the entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, that wasn't. I think you have to credit Toronto there. They were making a run, and you got to go with who. Go with the first group. So obviously that's not ideal in a long season, but you got to do what you got to do to get a win.
Marissa, in the front row, left side.
I get the mic or no?
Yeah, I'll hold it for you. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry. Just looking at the way the first half when you guys end up going up by 20 and then they come back, cut it to a 2-point game. Like, how do you feel about just the way that
Played out.
piece of the game went and the way Toronto came back there?
Well, I mean, that's a WNBA team, and they're coached by one of the all-time greats in the league. Like, they're not going to just go away. We talked about that. Like, and those are competitors over there. So you have to first give them some credit. And then I do think we gave up 57 points in the second half. That's way too many. So I feel like we lost maybe a little bit of our focus intensity, which, again, the goal is to put together 40 minutes. We haven't done that yet this season, but the season's early. But again, credit to Toronto for fighting and not folding. I have a lot of respect for that.
John Davis.
This question is for Dearica and Coach Roberts. How big of a factor was it that you had 26 assists on those made 37 baskets?
You first.
Yeah, I think that's the way we want to play. The first couple of games were not that, and it's like I've told you guys before the game, like it's a process. But we had 6 players in double figures, 26 assists on 37 makes. We just talked about that in the locker room. That's how we want to play. Now, if we can shore up defensively and just be a little bit tighter, I thought we made some mental errors in the fourth. But it's good to still get the win and have to learn those hard lessons. But that's the way we want to play. And I before you get to talk.
Well, you might well just finish the answer for me too.
Well, I thought Edub was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Phenomenal. She ran the show plus 16 out there when she was on the floor. She just has a great sense. 7 assists, only 1 turnover. No, you had 3. My bad. But you only had 1 foul.
Last time I had 5, so that's a good job. Huh?
Okay. No, she was phenomenal. She ran the show and she brings poise to that spot. And I thought she did just a tremendous job.
I think you got it, boss. I think you got all the answers you needed.
But you was out there dishing them.
No, man. I think like Coach said, like the first game that we played, we wasn't moving the ball as much. So I took that on my back and I made sure that happened. I cursed Dearica out a couple of times. She was like, my bad. But no, I think like Coach said, I think that's how we want to play. So we showed that, and you see how it looked. It looked really good. It felt good as a collective. And that's it.
Justin on the left side.
Lynne, I do want to ask, at the end of the second quarter, there was a sequence there where Eric was at the line and Tanaya looked like she was trying to check in. You guys got to tell you, I want to.
It was a ref's fault.
Well, I wanted to ask, like, what happened? What did they tell you? Like, why wasn't Tanaya allowed to check in?
I don't know. The horn went, but the official that's supposed to bring in Tanaya never waved her in. Then they put the ball in play. KP was already off the floor, so they said they had to give us a technical, even though they admitted it was their error.
So basically, the referee at the scorer's table it was on them, essentially.
That's what they told me. But we still got, and I said, if we lose by 1, you're gonna
There
hear
you go.
it. You're gonna hear it. So, but that's what the explanation was.
Let's go to Dave, left side front row.
For Dearica, obviously you have a lot of experience playing with Kelsey. Just how has that chemistry between the two of you in the pick and roll continued to evolve, especially with how it was working tonight?
I think you got to pick your poison, and especially on the backside, we also have 3 elite scorers. So we kind of have emphasized that it may not be there as much this year, but we're gonna get it on the reverse side. So just keep playing through it, and obviously our chemistry is our chemistry. I know her probably better than anybody, and yeah.
Back to this side, Michael, and then Jack.
Hey, Dearica, for you, seem like you, Nneka, and Cam are, your rotation is playing really well together in the front court. Can you just kind of talk about how you guys are being able to play off one another?
Oh yeah, I think we're just all three very versatile and 3-level scorers. I think like same thing, you gotta pick your poison. And we all three want to win, and we're there for each other. We're giving each other feedback. We're looking for each other. So just hope to continue to build off that throughout the season.
Last two questions, Jackie.
Erica, this one's for you. You talked about pacing, and the pacing was definitely better this game. You said you put that on your back a little bit. When the score started, when they started catching up a little bit, what did you tell yourself mentally, and how did you maintain the pace throughout the rest of the game?
What did I tell myself mentally? Be poised. If you see, I think towards like the 4-minute mark, I just ran horns. Simple play, simple action, just to get the ball in Nneka and KP hands on the side, and we execute. I think oftentimes we try to complicate things and we just go super simple. And that's what we did today. I think we moved the ball very well as a team, and I found that poise because Coach gave it to me. She kept telling me I'm playing amazing, and that means a lot coming from your coach. To give you confidence that, like you really run the show, and I took pride in that today, and it felt good.
Charlotte, last question.
Hi, ladies. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Can you talk about when you go, since you're going to play this team right back again, how important it was to get this first win and what you can do, what you plan to do for the game coming up?
That's Coach's answer.
Yeah, it's unique, right? You get to play them in 48 hours. So we need to, obviously tomorrow will be a mental day. Our starters played more than I had hoped, but you got to do what you have to do to win, like I said earlier. So, the coaching in this league is good, and I'm sure that Toronto will have their adjustments, we'll have our adjustments. We need to see where we kind of felt what was giving us trouble defensively, see what we can fix, and go from there. But Toronto gained some confidence, like, okay, they're going to come in here on Sunday and try to beat us. It's not going to be easy. So I'm grateful we got the win, but I know Sunday's going to be just as hard, if not harder.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for being here. We'll see you Sunday.
Are you wearing those heels again, Coach?
You like them?
I do like them.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.